Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Back again with some Destiny 2. We get ready for our next TWAB, or the weekly update. This one is for September 17th. We already have Travelers Chosen out. We have the Destiny birthday taking place last week. And this week, we have the double Nightfall rewards week. So I might give it a shot at some point this weekend. Haven't got a chance to do it yet because my work schedule has just been completely off the charts as of late, so that's why I didn't get any opportunity as of late. So, enough talk about that. We're going to talk about some Masterwork ghost shells incoming for Beyond Light, a short quest coming your way, which is going to be a tribute, and Hotfix 2.9.2.1 coming up this Tuesday. But in the meantime, let's just get right to the update. So, Bungie's latest weekly update went up for September 17th. We're going to start things off with customizable ghosts. So here's a paragraph right here. A Guardian's ghost is their most trusted ally and is tasked with keeping them in the fight. Your ghost isn't just in charge of bringing you back from the brink. It also comes with some perks and a wide range of cool looks to choose from. So we have some changes planned for you for your floaty friends. And we also asked our designer for Bungie, that's Mina Jasinski, to tell us more about what her team is doing to improve on how you can customize your ghosts. So here's what she had to say. Ghosts have always been important partners to our Guardians in the Destiny universe, but they haven't received any meaningful updates in quite some time. To allow Ghosts to truly shine as the useful and interesting companions we like them to be, we decided it was time to give them a bit of an overhaul. So starting in Destiny 2 Beyond Light on November 10th, Ghosts have received a system update which shares some functionality to what was done with armor in Shadowkeep. So we have a brief outline of what to expect with these 5 pieces of sentences here. So the first one here, ghost shells will now have energy levels and access to mods with various energy costs instead of being preloaded with specific perks. The treatment has been applied to all ghosts outside of the generalist shell, so you can use your favorite ghost shells regardless of the tier. Also, a selection of mods will be available on all ghost shells by default, while the remaining ones will be obtainable via the various gameplay sources. The information on where to find those mods can be learned from the collections area. Ghost mods will now be obtained from gameplay reward loops and not be purchasable from Eververse. So that's definitely a sigh of relief for most of the Destiny fans here. I think they're already getting sick and tired of them. And finally, Ghosts now have 4 mod slots. 3 of them will be unlocked by default, and the 4th one will be unlocked by masterworking the Ghost Shell. We'll get to that in just a second. Okay, I'll scroll down a little bit here. So, one of our goals for the update was to separate visuals from functionality. We wanted any ghost shell to be viable and still have access to highly useful mods, regardless of the tier or source. You'll be able to select your favorite ghost shell based on the appearance without any detriment to your experience. Whether you purchase a ghost shell from Eververse, earn it from the newest raid, or pull one from your favorite collections, your ghosts will have access to all the same mods across your account. From there, you can increase the energy levels on your favorite ghost shells and set each of them up with a different combination of mods of your choosing. And as mentioned above, ghosts will also have access to a total of 4 mod slots, each with their own unique mod selections. There will be an experience mod slot, tracking mod slot, economic, and the activity mod slots. Now the last of which will be unlocked when the ghost is masterworked at 10 energy. You'll be able to mix and match mods from these categories however you like, with respect to energy limits. Mod slots will each have a selection of mods that can be combined to fit your playstyle. So for example here, if you are playing in the Crucible, the focus player who wants to grind out some materials and earn XP towards their seasonal rewards track might choose the Guiding Light perk, or the Meager, I hope I pronounced that right, MEAGER, Meager Glimmer Booster, and the Lesser Core Harvest. That's only good for Crucible only. There are a variety of combinations that can be set up on different ghosts to suit whatever goals you might be chasing all the time. Let's go down a little bit more. For those wondering what will happen to the old ghost perks, most of them have been brought forward largely unchanged as default unlocked mods. In some cases, of course, such as the destination-specific material or cache trackers, those mods have been transformed into globally effective, non-destination specific versions of themselves for better utility. Utility, beg your pardon. Energy costs for these mods now reflect the increased flexibility, and the mods must be earned from various vendor engrams. Kill Tracker and Leviathan boss kill perks will remain intrinsic only on their specific ghost shells. Even with these changes, you'll still be able to build most of the popular exotic perk combinations that were available previously, such as the Guiding Light perk and the Treasure Hunter perks, along with a plethora of the new combinations. Okay, so let's give you a quick little example, the first of two, of course. So this is an example of the exotic ghost shell, which is a possibility it could be coming to Beyond Light. It's called the Cairo Pietan shell, and we have an example of the ghost mod here, which is called Blinding Light. That's actually going to be a nice ghost mod here. So this is the experienced ghost mod called Blinding Light, and it says here, increases XP gains by 12%. But I will remind you though, this mod is fragile and will expire at the end of Season 15. So Season 12 is coming up sorry about that, in about 2 months' time. So this is most likely going to be good for 3 seasons. And it's only going to cost you 500 Glimmer, but it will take up 6 of your energy. So here's a look at the ghost tier, the amount of energy you can consume from 1 through 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 through 10. And here's a look at the ghost mods. Each of them having a specific amount of energy space. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, for example. Okay, so that takes care of one example. The other example right here, here's a look at the Masterwork ghost shell, and that's using your energy up to 10. But you will need to use a specific amount of materials, like Glimmer, Legendary Shards, and depending on the ghost shell, it could consume either, well, it's going to consume enhancement cores for sure, but not too sure if it's going to take up an Ascendant Shard if you get to plus 10 energy. We will find out in 2 months' time. So here's another ghost mod that you see on screen. This one's an activity ghost mod, and it's called the Greater Core Harvest. Now, this is good for Vanguard only. And here's what it says here. Defeating bosses in Vanguard playlist strikes or Nightfalls, pretty sure Ordeal counts as well, has a chance to award an enhancement prism. This mod is fragile and will expire at the end of Season 15. We already know that by now, and it's going to cost you 500 Glimmer. So there you go. That's the 2 examples right here. And I'm actually looking forward to trying out those ghost shells that will be Masterwork. What do you guys think? Is this going to be a good move for the Masterwork shells? Let me know in the comment section below. 2 more things before we go. First of all, honoring your friend. Now, next week we have a tribute going live in-game to honor one of our dear friends at the Vicarious Vision Studios, or Double V for short, who has passed away last year. His name was Matt Helsom. Excuse me. The weekly reset will include a director message that will send you to Mars for a short quest to honor Mr. Helsom. So, if it is going to be a short quest, obviously, I will record that on the channel and get it uploaded as soon as possible. He worked closely with teams at both Bungie and Double V on various projects during the partnership. I wanted to memorialize his contributions in the Destiny universe. So we want to wish all of his family, his friends, and everyone that he impacted with during his life the very best. And thank you to everyone in the community who has joined him in remembering this very warm soul. So again, Matt Helsom, who has passed away last year, you will never be forgotten, but you will be dearly missed. Thank you very much for what you've done. Now, moving on here, one more thing before we go. Of course, the Xbox Game Pass and the expansion availability is going live this Tuesday on September 22nd at around 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. However, though, players won't be able to access Forsaken and Shadowkeep until 1 o'clock. The reason being is that we have our next hotfix going live, which is 2.9.2.1. And of course, if you're brand new to the weekly update, brand new to the game, or so on, here's how it's going to work. So, for Xbox Game Pass to go live on the 22nd, as mentioned, Destiny 2 will undergo maintenance for the hotfix. Players may not be able to view or access recently purchased DLC content until maintenance is done. So that's set for 11 a.m. EST, of course 8 a.m. PST. And then 45 minutes later, Destiny 2 is going to be offline for maintenance. And then around 1 o'clock, the hotfix will be available across all platforms and regions. And then 1 hour later, maintenance will be over. And that, my dear friends, brings us to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching this. And one more thing before we go, we want to say thank you very much to everybody on YouTube, the whole audience at home. This channel has eclipsed 1.9k subs, or 1900 subs minimum. So thank you very much for your generous support as of late. We are about 100 away from the big milestone mark of 2,000 subs. And luckily enough, we have 2 months to try and make it to Beyond Light. Can we hit 2K by Beyond Light? I don't know if we can, but we're going to leave the power in your hands. So thank you very much for watching this. So if you want to help me try and reach 2,000 subs, all you have to do is just hit that subscribe button. It's perfectly free on YouTube. And also, if you're a subscriber, you can turn on notifications by hitting that bell to stay up to date on the latest gameplay content. And of course, a rating is greatly appreciated, which is a thumbs up to support the videos. So thank you again for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, folks.